Now, come and have your breakfast.
Anyway, I don't see why you should have to cope. What on earth do we pay Beth for?
She's not very well. She had another turn in the night.
What, again? She seems to spend her whole life revolving.
Yes, dear. But anyway, here's your music.
I used to think the servants we had in India were pretty bad, but Beth takes the biscuits. I don't know how the previous owners put up with her.
Well, perhaps they couldn't, dear, and that's why they left.
It'd be easier to get rid of her, wouldn't it?
It's very difficult to get through to her. They may have thought it simpler in the long run to move themselves.
I'll get through to her if I have to blast.
Yes, dear. What's in the paper? Anything startling?
No, nothing at all. It will be yesterday's.
Oh, well, that's good news. Oh, it is yesterday's. Beth must have put the wrong one out.
It is just possible. Beth!
Oh, don't call her now, Henry. She's in the middle of washing up.
Beth!
I told you she was washing up.
I always seem to catch her in midair.
Anyway, here it is. Have you done?
Done what?
With the tray?
No, not yet.
Hurry, look, hang right here all day.
Good.
Henry,
Any letters this morning?
I haven't seen any. I haven't seen none neither.
Ah, pity. I was hoping we might have some people here for race week.
It's a bit early in the season. They won't likely to come here during the winter.
True.
And it gets pretty cold here in the winter, don't it?
Yes, it do, don't. Yes, it does, doesn't it?
But now the racing started at Selden Park, things will buck up. You'll see.
I sincerely hope so.
And when the summer comes, you'll get the honeymoon couples. Oh, I love a nice honeymoon, don't you?
I've only had one, but it was very pleasant.
I've had ever so many.
Really?
I had 3 in June, 2 more in July, and 2 more in the autumn.
2 what in the autumn?
Honeymoons!
What?
Honeymoons, dear. Beth's telling us about her honeymoons.
I didn't even know she was married.
She's not, dear. She's telling us about the couples that spend them here.
Well, I hope we don't have any. Sloppy things, if you ask me.
You had one yourself once.
I did? Oh, of course, yes. Well, that was it.
I'll have it now.
I haven't finished yet.
Proper turn I had in the night, came over all green and
Here,
green
take
and
it.
shivery. That's how my old granny went out, all green and shivery. Do you want jelly for lunch today?
No! If she doesn't leave, I shall.
She's got nowhere to go, Henry. We can't throw her out.
I could think of somewhere.
Oh, Henry.
I say, Thomas, do you ever regret having taken this place?
No, of course not, dear. Why?
Well, it was your idea, but damn it, we are supposed to have retired.
Well, I enjoy having something to do, and we couldn't possibly have afforded a place like this as a private home. I'd like to sit down quietly and make out a list.
Shall we do it now?
Yes, dear. Thank you. Now, what do I want? Salt, pepper.
Beth!
Please be quiet, Henry. I'm trying to think.
Sorry, dear. Beth!
Yes, my dear.
Do you happen to have such a thing as a pair of shoelaces about your person?
Come again?
Shoelaces! I want some shoelaces!
Oh, don't see.
Shoelaces.
Oh, anyway, I might have some shoelaces or a piece of string about me somewhere. Oh, let's have a look in here. Oh, here's a letter. Oh, I remember. This came yesterday. Here we are. It's addressed to the proprietor.
Really, Beth, you must be more careful. It might have been important.
Oh, my stomach put it right out of my head.
Have you got them yet?
No, Henry, but there's a letter for you that came yesterday.
Yesterday?
I'll go and see about them laces.
Who's it from?
I haven't read it yet, but it's a London postmark.
Oh, that's a great help.
Dear sir, I shall be most grateful if you could prepare 3 rooms for next Tuesday. The party will consist of my valet, Mr. Phipps, my secretary, Mr. Danby, and myself. Mr. Danby, whom I have engaged by post and who will be joining my staff on Tuesday, will arrive first to see to all arrangements. Yours faithfully, Alfred Tubb. Well, that's wonderful.
How many did you say, dear?
3.
To have begun.
I hope you wanted brown.
Yes, they're fine. Yes.
Beth, will you pay attention to me?
I've been long enough.
Beth, the season seems to have begun. We've got a lot of people arriving.
Oh, when are they coming?
On Tuesday, 3 of them.
Oh, 3. You won't be an honeymoon then.
Hardly. Now, what bedrooms will they use?
Well, there's Mr. Tubb, the valet, and the secretary. Mr. Tubb better have one of those rooms on the landing.
He can't possibly. We use them.
No, we only use ours and Susan's. The other one's free.
I use it as a dressing room. There are plenty of rooms on the side of the house for visitors.
Ben, how do the guests usually sleep here?
Oh, not bad. Some come late.
No, I mean, where do they sleep? In those rooms or the ones at the side?
Oh, those.
There, you see, Henry? You'll just have to sacrifice a little space after all.
I'm damned if I do. I bought this place because I wanted to live in pleasant surroundings, not a second-rate boarding house.
I don't want to hear another word about it, Henry.
Oh, Doris, I do not intend to have my privacy violated by trippers.
Who said
I'm a
any
horror of people who
trippers?
come pouring through the door with packets of greasy sandwiches and buckets and spades.
We live in the heart of the country, dear. Let's see who that is.
I don't care where we live. I don't like them. And if anyone like that comes here, they can go straight out again, you understand? Straight out.
There's a visitor, Colonel West.
Don't interrupt, I'm talking. And as for those rooms up there, they constitute my castle. A castle I've been dreaming of and planning all my life. I'm king of that castle, and you can take it from me, there'll be no dirty rascals.
Won't you sit down?
No, I won't sit down.
No, thank you.
Anyway, what on earth is going on? Beth, I told you, don't think I know you, do I?
My name is Danby.
Mine's Wagstaff, Colonel Wagstaff.
Good morning.
Darling, this is my wife. I mean, this is my wife. Doris, this is Mr. Dagby.
Danby.
Dagby.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Danby,
Susan, really?
you must be the person mentioned in this letter.
Oh, must I?
Mother, this is Mr. Danby who's arriving on Tuesday.
Oh, all right, dear.
Today is Tuesday.
Oh, but you don't mean today, do you?
Well, yes, I do. Why? Is it someone's birthday?
No, of course not. But Mr. Tubb didn't mean today, did he?
Oh, yes, of course he did. I certainly hope so.
Oh,
May I see the letter?
yes, certainly. Here it is.
Ah, well, you see, this was posted on Saturday. I expect he meant it to arrive by Monday.
Oh, it arrived on Monday, only. Oh, I better go and see about something.
There! You have the cause of the trouble, Mr. Dombey.
Digby.
Digby.
Danby.
Danby.
Yes, dear, Danby.
Sounds like a train. Dilly-dong, dilly-dee, dilly-dong. Oh, look, if you're fully booked, I'd better go and find another person.
No, not at all. We've got lots of room at the moment. We'd be delighted to accommodate staff's things from the dressing room and put them into our room.
Oh, he won't blame I will.
Stop asking silly questions, Beth, and just get on with it.
Arr.
Is there anything I can be doing, Mother?
No, dear, not at the moment.
Mustn't forget the shopping. Daddy can take me in the car.
Oh, he's out gardening at the moment.
Well, can't you just ask him to stop gardening?
Oh, that's not really advisable.
Let me drive it in. I'm pretty good now. All I need is some practice.
That's even less advisable.
Well, let me help. I have a car outside.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
No, it's no trouble at
Oh,
all.
splendid! Susan, where's that list I was making?
Oh, here it is.
Don't forget to take it with you.
This won't go far with 7 people in the house. Salt, pepper,
Wasn't there something else?
shoelaces.
Ah, yes, I thought so.
Well, my arrival here seems to have caused a minor earthquake.
Well,
Do you get that sort of upheaval every time somebody comes?
to be perfectly honest with you, if you promise not to tell the other guests,
Secrets?
a little one.
I promise.
You're the first people we've had here since we bought the place.
Oh, I see.
It's no joke, believe me. It's nerve-wracking.
Oh!
That's Beth.
Oh, here. Yes, so I gathered.
She's not as bad as she seems.
Well, I certainly hope not.
She was here when we bought the place.
Oh, well, that must have brought the price down a bit. Do you live here?
Yes, I was going to be a secretary, but then I thought I could be more use here, rather than pushing some pen around in some dreary office.
Oh, you obviously don't have a very high regard for secretaries, do you?
No. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Perhaps we ought to go before I say anything else wrong.
Yes, let's shop down and do the popping. I mean, pop down and do the shopping.
Colonel Wagstaff! Colonel Wagstaff! Awake! Colonel Wagstaff!
Will you be away long?
No, I were looking for you.
Are you eloping?
No, I'm having terrible trouble with your drawers.
I beg your pardon.
They were stuck.
Oh.
I couldn't budge them.
I'm not surprised. There happens to be a key.
No, I've done it now. It weren't half a proper struggle.
But there's a lock on them.
Was there? Well, there isn't now.
Oh, you clumsy fool!
Oh, good chunks. Oh, Colonel Wagstaff, it's a Mr. Trunks.
Oh,
He's just coming. Hurry up, Colonel, my dear. He's on his way. Here you are.
Hello, yes, speaking. Oh, yes, we're quite close to the racecourse here. Oh, room for a jockey on Friday. Hold on. Doris!
Yes, dear.
Would you like a jockey next Friday?
What, dear?
A jockey, dear. Have we got room for one on Friday?
I should think so. They're quite small.
Well,
Of course, we've room for him.
yes, we can do it then.
And his horse.
And his horse. What? Oh, yes. Don't be silly, dear. Yes, all right. Thank you. Goodbye.
Splendid. We shall be full before we know where we are.
Oh, I see nothing. Push the perishing bell.
I haven't done work.
Oh, not then.
Right, old Gov. That didn't work either.
Well, kicking can't stand here all day.
Right, old Gov.
Ah, how do you do, dear lady?
How do you do?
Alfred Tubb is my name, and this is my valet, Frederick Phipps.
Really?
Off your knees, Frederick. I believe my secretary will be here waiting for me.
Oh, yes, and Mr. Danby.
That's the geezer.
Easy, lad. Danby's the name. I engaged him by post and arranged him to join my little entourage here.
Huh?
Shut your face, man.
I believe he's out at the moment, but do come in.
Oh, thank you. One of the stately homes of old England has got class. Tres distingués, as we say in the Riviera.
Oh, you've been to France?
Down the Riviera.
Bit of a wag, isn't he? Don't wag too far, Phipps, you might fall over.
Oh, I'd love to go to France. Do you speak French?
Do you?
No, not a word. Do you?
Fluidly.
My husband and I have spent most of our lives in India.
Oh, hot, very hot, yes.
Yes, it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go and see to some things in the kitchen. Ring if you want anything.
Thank you.
Here, what's the idea of all this la-di-da?
Now look here, Fred. Remember the last time we tried to switch racehorses?
Aye.
Yeah, but what?
Police nearly left us.
But why?
You couldn't run fast enough.
No!
I give up.
Because we looked suspicious and mixed with the crooks and the riffraff. They'd have said guilty to us before we'd even had a trial just for the company we kept.
It's not right, is it?
No.
It's not fair.
No, they calls it justice. It's getting so a crook can't show his face in daylight.
Aye.
But you know, it's no good. They're driving us underground. The law's cutting its own throat and they're driving us underground.
Aye.
They'll never find us as a hopeless situation. I foresee nothing but disaster for this
Aye.
country. Take me, for instance. A respectable bookie with a secretary and a valet who'd accuse me of switching racehorses.
Police.
No! No one! But on Saturday we've got to do the biggest switch we ever done. Kidnap the favourite cardinal when he's flown over from France and substitute Sweet Lavender, who could just about stand.
Here, what about this French stable left, travelling with Cardinal? He'll wonder what's up.
Oh no, he's been squared.
Oh.
Now, with Sweet Lavender running for Cardinal, Cardinal loses.
What's the good of that?
I backed it to lose.
How much are we going to make?
Oh, and I get better odds that way, and only we get a cool 10,000.
A cool 10?
We shove in.
10,000?
Yeah, we shove in Sweet Lavender, he loses, and we get £10,000 for our troubles.
It's easy when you put it like
Of
that.
course it's easy.
Here, where the hell are we going to keep all these flipping horses?
Oh, don't worry about that. Flash Harry's seen to all that, okay? I've wired him to meet us here this morning, and he'll give us all the dough.
Good.
In the meantime, you remember we've got to look inconspicuous. I'm a respectable gentleman with a secretary.
Yeah. Is that why I have to be your valet instead of your runner?
A valet, Fred. Valet, like in Wales.
Oh, aye. Wales.
Rhonda, valet.
Ah, Rhonda Valley. I'll remember.
Yeah, we'll see that you do.
Yeah. What about this secretary bloke?
Oh,
You have to square him before he puts his foot in it.
Oh, don't be silly. He might not play along. No, I'm going to fool him the same as the others.
It's a risk, Gov.
Not if you don't step out of line. That's why I've engaged him, to add a bit of class To stop you making a mess of it all.
Well, I like that.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
What's up?
Who's there? Someone is without.
What?
Hello? Oh, Mr. Tubb here, yeah. Is he here? Yeah, is he? Mr. Tubb, is he here?
Mr. Tubb, yeah.
Oh, Tubb, thanks. Tubb very much. Freddie boy, hello! Elf! You old barrel, you!
Yeah. Are you referring to the master?
Aye?
Come in.
Please, Mr. Top, sir. There's a Mr. Flash Harry to see you.
Yeah. What kind of cake?
How do you do? Pleased to meet you, Flash. Of course you remember my valet, Frederick Phipps, don't you?
No? Ah, yeah!
Yes, I thought
Yes.
you would.
Yes.
And this is the good lady of the house, Mrs. Wagstaff, Mr. Flash Arrow.
How do?
How do you do? Well, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, well, if you have to go, you've got to go.
Yes, ring the bell if you want anything. I'll tell Beth to collect your things.
Oh, thank you, but no worry, any time will suffice.
Suffice. Suffice. Where's he been? Flipping nights.
Now, you're laying on a bit posh, see?
I should say you was. What's the idea, eh? I've never...
Now listen.
Yeah, I'm listening. How do you flipping do, she said.
Oh, listen.
Flipping into blooming dishes to the lady of the house. Devil's so flipping face.
Your face will flipping stuff if you don't shut up.
Well...
I'm down here. There's a hay, cloth, a bucket.
Aye. And I'm his fellies.
A right case you are. I'm hiring a secretary to add a spot in class, so don't you put your foot in there. You don't want the police around.
Aye. We have got to be inconspicuous.
Income...
Aye.
Lay down, man. Have a glass of water.
Here, what's the news of Sweet Lavender?
It's here.
Where?
In the field.
In the field?
Now take it easy. Simmer
You
down. It's all
blithering
right.
idiot! You blithering idiot!
Now look. See that clump of trees?
Yes?
In the middle of that, there's an old convent.
What about the nuns?
There ain't none. It's a ruin. In the middle of the ruin, there's an old barn.
We can't risk having it in a barn.
Wait a minute. I haven't finished yet. Inside the barn, the floor comes up.
Hey?
Oh, blimey, somebody get me a glass of water. There's two big trapdoors and some sort of steps that lead down to a sort of cellar.
What is it?
It's a sort of cellar. It's nice and comfortable down there. It's got all sorts of passages and things, but it makes a lovely stable.
You've got Sweet Lavender down there now?
Yeah, snug as a bug. You'll be out keeping an eye on it from here, like.
Yeah.
And when Cardinal arrives in the country, I'll collect it from the airport, drive it down here, pick up dear old Sweet Lavender, and take it to a course, and Bob's your uncle.
You're making sure he's too weak to win.
Weak? He's had so many bleeding sleeping pills that every time he put the nose bag on, he falls flat on his face.
All right, well, mine. Now, scarper, Flash, and mind how you go.
Yeah, okay, Alfie boy.
Beth!
Someone's coming.
Oh, right.
Has Beth come down yet?
If you're not.
Oh, dear.
Well, goodbye, Harold.
Toodle-pip, Alfred.
Goodbye, Mr. Flash, sir.
Goodbye,
I trust you have been comfortable.
Only half a crown, but I hope it will suffice.
Here, let's have that drink, boy.
Yeah. No one's serving, Gov.
Oh, ring the bell then.
Where is it?
Oh, darling, there must be one over there by the bar.
Oh, this looks like it.
Did you hear anything?
No, what?
I didn't either.
What the hell are you talking about?
The bell, it don't work.
Oh, don't any of the bells in this house work?
Shall I kick this one too?
Oh, you might as well.
Right, Gov.
Now be careful, have the wall down.
Yeah, look, Gov, I have.
Yeah, I should think so. Stroke! What have you done?
I never done anything. I never went near it.
Well, it must have kicked something that worked it.
I've only kicked the bell like that. And I'm tripping myself if I do it again. Here, go a shot.
Here, let's have a butcher's. Oh, yeah, you see, it's this notch here. You see, it's a bit out of line with the others. Huh?
Can you move it with your hands?
No, it needs force.
I wonder if they know about it.
I don't know. Now, listen, I don't let on about this. I'm going to approach this very, very carefully, okay? Use a bit of diplomacy.
Use what?
Me not.
Oh, aye!
Now, when I'm in the conversation, now I'm subtle, right? Okay. And then, when I ask them, sort of, when I ask them sort of area, if there are any secret panels in the house, watch them, and see if there are any sort of glances before they answer.
Right, Olga. Here, what do you say we have another look? Try to make sure it is that brick, and not someone having a laugh with us.
How do you mean?
Well, there might be this bloke with his eyes on us. He may have thought there's no one here. And kick the panel, see? Then seeing us here, covers up by making us think we're working it.
I've been sitting in a draft, I think.
He might be watching us.
What?
Now then, how are we going to kick that notch again without him knowing and working it like he did before?
Better take it by surprise.
Aye. I'll sneak up on it. With just a casual like.
Yeah.
Don't let on, go.
No. Been reading anything lately?
Off and on?
Oh, was it by?
Yes.
You missed it.
I was only pretending. I thought I might catch him, see?
Never mind that. Get on it. Someone will come in.
Right, Olga. How do you do, Governor?
How do you do? How do you do?
An echo.
How do you do,
Oh,
Gov?
not again. Oh, how do you do, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, good.
May I ask what you're doing here?
We're guests. My name is Alfred Tobe.
My God, is it? I mean, really? No, mine's Wagstaff.
Oh, delighted to meet you, I'm sure. And this is Mr. Frederick Phipps.
Oh.
Aye, that's right. I'm Mr. Taft Cardiff.
Rhonda.
Rhonda. Velly. Yes, Velly.
Bit of a humorist at times.
Really? Well, if you'll excuse me, I was digging in the garden. I'm looking for my wife.
Why, is she dead?
What?
Your wife, yes, that must be the very charming lady we met when we first arrived.
Yes, I suppose it was.
We were having a very interesting conversation until duty called.
Oh, have you seen your rooms yet?
No, not yet.
Well, I'll get your things taken out. Beth! Your servant was here earlier and chose your room. I trust you'll find it all right.
Why, is it far?
Phipps, go and get the luggage out of the car. Let's do that.
Okie dokie.
Beth! I thought to myself, it's like this from morning till night.
Oh, dear.
Beth!
Oh, do stop shouting, Henry. I can't hear myself cook.
Well, where the devil's Beth got?
She's upstairs, and if you must shout, do it quietly.
Beth!
Yes, my dear.
There, you see? Have you finished upstairs yet?
Oh, you wouldn't recognise it now.
Oh, so I can imagine. Go and give a hand some lunch, will you?
Yes, my dear. Oh, Mr. Tubb, let me show you.
Morning,
Oh.
my dear.
Of course, dear lady.
Can I have your name, please?
Beth Phipps, what's yours?
I'm Beth Pardon.
Beg pardon?
No, Beth Pardon.
Oh, aye.
Beth.
Hello.
Here's another visitor. Colonel Wagstaff, Mr. Phipps.
They already know each other, Beth.
Small world, isn't it?
It'll be smaller still if you don't bring that luggage in.
Mr. Tubbing, if I can show you your room.
Of course.
Do keep to the centre of the stairs. There's a spot of dry rot coming up the side.
Huh?
Not you, the woodwork.
I think you'll find the room very charming. It's got Wedgwood and Chippendale in it.
There'd be quite a crowd of you.
Chippendale regards to the furniture.
What does Wedgwood refer to?
The pottery.
Where do you want me to put these?
Oh, put them upstairs with the others.
Hello, Daddy. Who's this car outside?
Oh, Mr. Danby's future employer.
Oh, Mr. Tubb, I haven't met him yet.
Delighted to meet you, Miss Wagstaff.
How do you do?
And this is my valet, Frederick Phipps.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, now, how about a drink, eh?
No, thanks, just have one.
Well, and charge them all up to me.
Oh, well, maybe just a small one. Betsy, will you?
Let me help you.
Oh,
Can I?
Now, Danby, I hope you've come here prepared to work. Bookmaking is a full-time job. You'll have plenty to do in a vast organization like mine, dealing with large sums of money. I think we can safely say large sums, can't be friendly.
Oh, hundreds.
Thousands.
Hundreds and thousands.
Oh, that reminds me, I must see to the trifle.
Here you are.
No, thank you.
Come to Alfred Tubb, the biggest bookie in the business.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know very much about it.
Oh, you only need a quick brain for fiddling figures. You'll soon pick it up.
But maths was never my strong point at school.
Oh, where was you at school?
Harrow?
Oh, same here. Whereabouts in Arrow?
Oh, I see.
Here you are.
Oh, not for me. I must go and help Mother in the kitchen.
Oh.
Beth, come along.
Ah, Colonel Wagstaff, this is a delightful mansion. I bet you were mad to have it.
I'm beginning to think so.
Is it very old? It seems quite historical, don't it, Fred?
It's about 300 years old, I think.
There you are, sir.
Are there any ghosts or strange things about the place?
Only the maid.
Oh, I rather suspect the place is riddled with secret panels.
That's enough. No. Fred, that's enough. No more.
Well, I suppose I'd better go and unpack. Which is my room?
Oh, I'll lead the way. Some of the passages are a bit confusing.
I know.
And stay in the middle.
I know. Dry rot?
If you want anything, Mr. Todd, just ring the bell.
We have. It doesn't work.
The bells are always going on. Best try kicking it.
We did. I mean, if we did, would anything happen?
Nothing except maybe a hole in the wall. Oh, come along.
Drink, Mr. Tubb.
No. You have one yourself for a change.
Thanks ever so much.
Alf!
Hey,
Oh, Alf, have you got a torch?
what for?
I've lost Sweet Lavin.
Lost him?
Yeah, well, it's so dark in that cellar I can't find him.
Got out, can he?
Of course not. He's in there somewhere.
Well, we'll have a look in a minute. In the meantime, I've got something to tell you. We found a secret panel.
Hey, what? Oh, let's have a look. Where's Fred?
Oh, I don't know, in the kitchen, probably chasing the maid. Now, see that notch? See this notch here? Now watch.
Oh, no. Oh, it's dark, isn't it? Funny smell.
Yes.
Let's go in.
Okay, lads. Wait a minute. Can you hear something?
It's Sweet Lavin. Right, I'll go.
I shall be hungry guarding that horse all night.
Here, why can't he come up for his grub?
Oh no, there's no point in risking being seen if we can keep him supplied through here.
Well, I'm fed up with you giving him all my grub.
Well, it's
Since Tuesday, all I've had is salmonina and rice pudding.
well, it's good for you, isn't it?
I've only had that because you can stuff it in your pocket.
Now look here, Fred. You can't expect to make £10,000 with a little hardship. You want jam in it, don't you?
Right. Might give it a bit of taste.
Oh, shut up and kick it open.
Right, I'll go.